Welcome to Bridgeton.
It makes for interesting conversation.
This is the
there was one
next
week
town up to, heading toward Fryeberg. Of course, it's the same thing like every town.
Next day, I got a call from Dad.
But I think around here,
you know, they ran one of your shows yesterday.
You notice a Model A here, or Model T?
They gotta pay you for that. They
oh, shoot. Looks like it's gone.
If I don't call CBS every time my show airs, I don't get paid. Yeah, hello CBS, this is Ray Romano. My dad just told me you ran one of my episodes last night. Oh, he did? Wow, you caught us, Ray. We'll send the check right out to you. Listen, we need a 1-hour rerun for tomorrow night, but we don't want to pay anyone. You know if Chuck Norris is out of the country? I make more money now than I used to, and last Christmas I went out and bought my parents a brand new car. It felt good. It was the first time in his life my dad owned a brand new automobile. He was always good with cars and he could fix almost anything on them, which was fine. We'll combine that with being a little frugal, and you have a guy who would never have thought he had to spend more for a car than I would for a haircut. The car I remember most was a 1964 Falcon, which my father bought from some guy in 1974 for $50. He fixed it all up and we had it until 1984. That's from when I was 17 until I was 27. Alright, let me explain the ramifications of that. 17 to 27 are your prime dating years. And as far as women go, they were enough of a challenge for me to begin with. Now throw a 64 Falcon into the mix. You need any more explanation, or should I show you the prom pictures with my cousin? Okay, so Christmas time, I give Mom and Dad a brand new car. Should be a good thing, right? Seems logical. Before, only old cars. Now, new cars.
Before, this is one of the very few amount of drive-ins
right?
in the state.
And for one golden moment, when we gave it to him, everyone was. My mother cried, my father actually smiled, everything was perfect. And then, will I know how to drive it? It's brand new. Oh Christ, what's the insurance on that? I heard those airbags are dangerous. What made you think I like green? And so went Christmas Day. The next morning before we left for the airport, I peeked out the back window and saw an image that left a warm, hallmark feeling in my heart. There was my mom and dad sitting in the front seat of the car, which was in the garage, with the wipers on. Faintly, I could hear them yelling, "Albert, teach me about the intermittent. Read the goddamn manual." Last time I talked to my father on the phone, I got very annoyed at him because it's been 6 months and the car still has its original tank of gas. Dad, why don't you use it? I don't want to run it into the ground. I want it to last. Dad, you're 73 and Mom's 70. What are you waiting for? What does our age got to do with it? I'm just saying, you're 73. Yeah? I don't know, I'm just saying, you're getting kind of... What? You know, I mean, just how long do you... What? Spit it out. Fucking Yankees, huh, Dad? Chapter 4, Single Guy. People think living in your parents' basement until you're 29 is lame. But what they don't realize is that while you're there, you save money on rent, food, and dates. Wow, did I save money on dates. The line, "Hey, what do you say we go to a movie and then hang out in my parents' basement," only works if you and your date are 15. Or if she really likes mold. It was hard to treat the place as a bachelor pad. Normally when you have a woman over to your apartment, the first thing you do is give her the grand tour. You show off all your cool stuff. The nicest thing in my place was the hot water heater.
We're right now coming into the town where people do some shopping.
Someone takes a shower in this house, they gotta go through me. We have no sex back then. I remember the first time my wife, who was then my girlfriend, came over to the basement. I spent the entire day cleaning it just so I could say, "Sorry, the place is such a mess." I had to clean all day to qualify for mess status. The truth is, what really kept me from dating was my fear of rejection, a fear that still remains strong today. Of course, after I got married, I no longer had to worry about dating, but the fear of rejection didn't subside, it mutated. It franchised itself into many aspects of my life. I can find rejection in any situation. I am a rejection archaeologist. My feelings can get hurt buying a can of soda. Look, I know logically a soda machine has nothing against me. I know when it spits my dollar back, it's not personal. I shouldn't feel bad. I should just reach back in my wallet and try another dollar. But it hurts me. It may seem silly, but when my dollar comes crawling back out of that machine, I feel inadequate. And it's not like I don't check the dollar. I'm not just reaching in blind and pulling out any old raggedy bill out of my pocket. I get a good one. I check the corners. I make sure that dollar is soda ready. And then with cautious optimism, I put it into the machine. Okay, now here's the cruel part. It takes it a little. It teases you. The machine is taking your dollar and you start getting psyched. Hey, I've been approved for soda. Yeah, suddenly you're making friends with strangers. You thirsty, Skinny? I got soda coming. Soda's on the way, and all is right with the world. Then, something in the air changes. Everything's in slow motion. A strange whir from the machine. My dollar has suddenly stopped. A clap of thunder. I look over at Skinny, and he's laughing at me. And then with a sickening whine, my dollar is regurgitated. No soda for you, loser! Usually then I just black out. Alright, I'm being a little dramatic there, but you gotta understand, when I see that dollar come back, it's quite a frustrating experience. Because at first, you don't accept it. You don't accept what happens. You shimmy the dollar back and forth on the corner of the machine to flatten it out. Or you try to jam it back in quickly, like you'll catch the machine off guard. None of it works. Then you enter the denial stage. You try it face down, even though the instructions say face up. Right back out it comes. No amount of coaxing is getting that dollar past the soda machine bouncer. Hey, I'm not going to tell you